12. And of course, obviously, I hear Street Fighter 4 making the most noise in the new fighting games that came out. BlazBlue seems to be doing well for itself. I don't hear as much from BlazBlue as I do hear from Street Fighter 4, but it seems to be doing well for itself. Uh, but now Tekken 6, on the other hand, everyone's been looking at and even saying on the same scope of Street Fighter 4 having the same kind of hype or similar. And I will admit, I myself am very excited for Tekken 6. And I managed to play very small amounts of Tekken 6 when I was in Atlanta. But I'm excited because I'm coming off of Tekken 5 and Tekken 5 DR, and I'm looking at this game. And first of all, it does look gorgeous. But I'm looking at this game and it looks faster. It felt faster to me. And it feels more offensive focused than ever before. And with the with the long juggles and bounces and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
The one mechanic I don't favor too much is the rage thing. I don't know if that was to counter respond to the.
Why you taking my shit, man? Why you taking my hates, man?
Oh, your hates with the. Well, go ahead. I mean, what do you have against it?
Well, I mean, first off, you got combos that do about 50%.
Okay.
And it leaves you on drops. So all you gotta do is look for a combo.
Yeah.
Rage, especially if you're on a stage that has a wall that's very close by, that could be a potential an entire game changer. If you get a launcher, you hit and do a combo, and it combos into a wall, and you do a basic wall hit combo, that's the end of the game. And so it's just
well, that's more or less true. It's actually alright, you can think of it as a character specific with the wall thing, because some characters can take advantage of the walls more than others. In fact, some of them benefit without walls. Or, well, I mean, as it goes, some characters need walls, some characters don't need walls. And I mean, I don't mean they just don't need them, but I mean they're better off without walls.
Yeah, I hate you.
Right. So it's not hey, for every character they can just juggle wall, beat the smack out of them, and then they lose so much life off of that one hit. There are other ways for characters to get into their offensive momentum. Besides just combo into the wall. But I do hear a lot of people talk about how they don't feel that and actually I heard this one from Billy. I heard Billy saying that that's actually a good thing. He comments that the rage meter, or what is it called, the rage gauge?
I guess it's just a rage meter. I'll probably say rage meter for now.
The rage meter, he says it's there to since the game has the offense, is very offense focused with the juggles and what have you, he says this is a way for the opponent to respond, without having to feel that they've been neglected as a way to deal, to dish anything back at the opponent.
What that's saying to me is that it's saying if I decide to get the lead first, I get the lead. Let's say it's a ditto. Let's say it's a Brian Fury ditto or something dumb like that. So I decide to get the lead. I get a nice read in, do a combo. This guy gets to low health. The guy can be hey, I'm going to do a combo now and kill you immediately. And it's it kind of punishes you for getting a lead. Which, I mean, you kind of say the same thing about K-Groove, but the only difference about K-Groove is I don't think it actually amps up your damage.
Yeah, it does amp up. Yes, it does. K-Groove?
Huh. Yeah, it gives you, I want to say 1.5 or 1.2.
Would you say it's enough to entirely change the game?
Yes, because K-Groove has the strongest level 3 supers in that game.
It's not even as if we can tell if the Rage Gauge in Tekken 6 would be enough to change the game. But with that, the Rage Gauge in Tekken... Well, first of all, I want to comment on... that you feel that you get punished for taking the lead to begin with. Honestly, my response for that is that first you have to establish momentum, and then from that point on, it is your responsibility to keep on to hold on to that momentum, while at the same time it is your opponent's responsibility to change the momentum to his favor and deal damage back to him. And I don't know if anyone else will agree. Whether you agree or disagree, I personally feel that that's how.
I mean, that's pretty much like playing it's like playing a Chun-Li matchup in every game, like in every matchup. It's like you get the momentum and you wait, and you just punish. That's pretty much it. And then once you lose the momentum and you get comboed, you get horribly punished.
Well,
you gotta bring it back.
It's not. I mean, from a lot of Tekken 6 videos I've seen, it seems very. It doesn't. I don't ever see it being one-sided. I'm watching, and I am watching a lot of the Joybox matches and the ones from Markman and all those other videos for Tekken 6 and whatever. And I always see the momentum. I always see players trading momentum. Actually, it's like I hardly ever see anything wrong with the matches. Like one character deals his side of the damage, and then when he's done, the other character seems to find a way to change the momentum, and then starts, having his side of the fun with the game. And it doesn't seem, very.
It doesn't seem bad from an outside perspective, I guess you mean.
Right. I haven't played anyone that would, that's done any of this against me or anything, so I really don't know. But it doesn't seem, too bad. But one of my bigger irks with Tekken 6 is that I heard the load times were horrible. And I don't know if this is going to have an impact on the Tekken community, but that hurts my feelings a little bit.
Say again, now?
I heard that the load times for Tekken 6 are horrible.
I mean, I played it, and I don't think they're as bad as people might be saying. I mean, people who might be playing Street Fighter 4 might think it's a bit longer than Street Fighter 4 is. But I don't think it's really all that bad.
Okay.
Especially if it's like, you play a set and then you're done. Like, you do the rematch. The rematch is just the same thing. It's not bad at all.
Okay.
So, that's probably it's probably just a sense of preference than anything.
Right. And I'd like to clear this up now. For anyone that thinks Tekken is a turn-based fighting game and thinks that it's one player has momentum, turn has ended, and then next player gains momentum. There is a lot more depth to it than that. There does exist a mix-up game. There does exist 50-50s in Tekken. There does exist pressures. There is uses of, traps and baits and stuff. You can bait in Tekken. There is some, use to knowing if moves are not safe on block, things of that sort. So, I don't want anyone mistaking that Tekken is, something that you hit someone in the air, you keep hitting them some more, and then the opponent does it right back at you. Although I'll admit,
that is how it looks. I mean,
when you sum it up, I guess when you sum it up, yes. I mean, you could just, ball it up and saying that's what it is. But Tekken is still a fighting game. I mean, it is a fighting game. It's not like, it's not other games like, what is that? Urgai's God Bless the Ring. Or
oh my God. Why?
Or it's not Power Stone. It's not Onimusha Blade Warriors. It's not even SVC Chaos.
Oh, why did you start with Urgai? Oh.
Right. And I'm not saying any of those games are, are bad.
I'm saying Urgai's is bad.
What?
That's the only thing I'm adding to this conversation, apparently, is Urgai's is horrible.
I'm sorry.
I want this nigga to go from fucking silent mode. Like, oh shit, what? What was that keyword?
Well, I can't help it. He said Urgai's. That's like when somebody mentions that game, like God kills a kitten, man.
Yeah.
No, like, I haven't played that game personally, so you're gonna have to explain the badness that is this game.
Or you can live without knowing and be happy.
Yes.
But Tekken actually has depth to it. I mean, anybody else would tell you that. The game's not too hard to pick up for anyone that would want to pick it up and play it. They could. It's not overwhelming for any new players to come pick it up, but by no means does that mean, Tekken is you pop them in the air and you take damage off of them and you take lots of it off. I mean,
And then when they're at low percentage, they also take lots of damage off, and they can potentially kill you.
alright.
Yeah, that's all good.
Right.
But let's see what else we got here.
Guys. Ugh.